Hi folks, welcome back. I'm Ant, and we are back in a very stormy Arcadia Bay to play episode 5 of the original Life is Strange. It's been a few days. I've got a day off today, don't worry, it is a Monday. I'm streaming during the day. It's been a few days, been a busy week, so I've not played anything online for a little while. But kind of felt like maybe doing a couple of hours of this before heading off for another job tonight. Bloody hell, where are we? We finished episode 4, which is probably the most kind of emotionally draining episode of Life is Strange. It has a couple of kind of big set pieces in. But as a general gist, what happened? Well, at the end of episode 3, it's going to tell us about this when I click into the game. It's going to give us a bit of a rundown. But end of episode 3, you go in. Max goes into a different timeline, one where Chloe's dad hasn't been killed, but because of the changes in time, Chloe herself got into a car accident and is paralysed. And that's how episode 3 ends. And you start episode 3 in this alternate timeline. Spend a bit of time with Chloe, who then asks you to put her to sleep. And you can choose to do so, or you can choose not to do so. But either way, Max stares at a photograph and brings herself back into the back to a point before Chloe's dad goes out on his kind of fateful drive. Doesn't hide his keys, so he takes the car, he gets killed, and obviously the timeline goes back to the kind of the standard one. And you spend the rest of the episodes kind of investigating basically the things you've been investigating since the start. And it all comes to a head at the... Well, they discover a barn which has a dark room in, and you find out that somebody has been taking photographs of most of the girls in Arcadia Bay, it seems. And Max and Chloe discover that Rachel Amber, who they've been searching for, has been killed and buried in the junkyard. And that's the kind of first shocking set piece, I suppose. And then you go from the junkyard to the End of the World party, which has been organised by the Vortex Club, to try and look for Nathan, who Max and Chloe think is responsible. I go there, don't find him, but then get sort of dragged back to the junkyard with a kind of a cryptic text. And just as they find Rachel's body again, Max is drugged and Chloe is shot dead. And that's where that episode ends. And it'll show some of this when I click continue, but it's a bit of a heavy one, is episode 4. And episode 5 gets very weird indeed. So let's crack on with that.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Whoa. What did you find?
Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
We can't trust anybody. Except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
What are you doing in my dorm? You are so fucking dead!
Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard! Max, we have to find that spot now!
Rachel, what?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry.
close to Nathan, but your life is in serious danger. Nathan just texted me. He says there won't be any evidence left after he's done. Oh god, Max, look. She's still there. Oh, no. Chloe. Look how. What the fuck?
And yeah, there you go. So yeah, a lot went on in that episode. Things begin getting very sinister now. Nice transition between set piece and gameplay.
Chloe? What? Where? It's a dark room.
Is anybody out there? Please help!
Victoria down there as well.
Oh shit. Jefferson kidnaps Victoria too? This is so bad. Victoria. Wake up. Wake up.
I will get into the Victoria situation in a bit. But I mentioned in a previous episode how it was all kind of connected.
Somebody help me!
Finally, I'm free. Almost. I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
What have we got?
I don't remember anything that happened. This must be the same drug Nathan used on Kate.
Ah, right, okay. Left mouse button to focus on the photo.
I promised I would never go back in time like this again. But this is the only way.
A and D and... I always forget this. Ooh. Ah, stop it. Game, please. There we go.
This angle highlights your purity, see?
The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face. Hold that stare there! Stay still!
Jefferson not so nice anymore.
Oh, Max! You fucked up my shot! But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie. Yes, I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Wait. Let me try this angle.
I do find Jefferson's kind of transition from being teacher to kind of
Don't move!
creepy supervillain photographer a bit extreme.
Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Good. Oh, those eyes. It's just too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend.
Chloe.
Chloe. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised. Or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups. Max, please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Now don't move or this will hurt much. Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming. God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Weird bloke. But Max has changed something. She's ruined his binder.
I can't believe that happened. So sick.
And now we've got another photo on the table. Let's try and speak to Victoria again.
Victoria. Hey, Victoria. It's Max. Can you hear me?
Max. Oh,
Oh God. Where are we? Oh, what's happening?
You've been drugged like Kate. And me. Do you remember how you got here?
No, I don't know. Wait, you warned me. You warned me about Nathan. Then I went to Jefferson for help and he was acting so weird. That's the last thing I remember. And I can't move my hands. Help me, Max. Please, I'm sorry for everything.
Listen carefully. Mark Jefferson kidnapped us. He's using Nathan as well. Jefferson is very dangerous, so we have to get out of here before he comes back.
Max, I just can't believe this is real. I don't want to die like this. I'm only 18.
Victoria,
Go for the
please listen.
confidence one.
I have a plan.
Really? How? Max, I'm so scared.
So am I. But we don't have time to be scared. We have to fight back. Now.
Max, I can't even move my arms. How are we supposed to fight?
I'm not going to let that asshole get away with this. I need you to be strong. I can't do this alone. We need to act while we're clear-headed. If he doses us again, we'll forget everything.
I'm not strong, Max. Look at me. Look what I did to Kate Marsh. Now she's in the hospital, and I'm here.
Go for the confidence
Kate
again.
wants us to get the hell out of here. And then we can both go see her again. Okay?
I'd do anything to see Kate once more. Just to tell her I'm sorry.
Victoria, we will find a way to escape. I promise.
Max, I believe you.
Right. Okay. Let's just look around for a bit.
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one.
Oh, apparently I'm doing it.
Might work. Please work.
Got it first time.
I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes. You're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
Go to hell.
Go to hell. You will for everybody you've hurt.
Unlike pure sweet Kate Marsh, I don't believe in that bullshit. She could have been my masterpiece. The world is what an artist makes it. And my muse...
Which sarcastic thing do we go for? I'm quite tempted by blah blah blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well savor it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh. That struck a nerve. Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
Too bad you already made a convincing argument against Nathan in the principal's office. Thank you so much for setting him up for me. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
His sick as you kind of seems accurate, but also he's very clearly being used. He's sort of mentally disturbed and probably not entirely in control of himself.
You used Nathan.
I prefer the term manipulated. Like with an image. Nathan's was easy to twist around. I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Oh. Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
I think why Rachel is more pertinent.
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Introducing Frank doesn't make much sense. I think that's more relevant.
Did she let you take pictures of her?
Rachel was in love with me. That's not my ego. Just look at our sessions. Not that I'll let you. Nobody loved having their picture taken more. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You're good because you stopped your friend from beating Nathan up.
I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
I can't remember what we do here. Let's have a look.
I have all those photos in my diary. This could be a way out.
Right, okay.
Camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
I have all those photos in my diary. This could be a way out.
Now this one. This.
Let's zip back again. I think maybe I missed a dialogue option. Just go straight back to the... there we go. Quick.
Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures, especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
My diary.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies. What a waste of talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. That's just what I needed. Right. There we go. Come on, nearly there. Nearly there. There we go.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
I love how that dialogue
I
option
believe Max has taken what you kids call a
from the very
selfie.
start is relevant
A dumb
to
one,
what happens later.
wonderful photographic treat.
Right back where I started this insane week. And
Of
nobody
course,
is going to
as
hurt
you all
Chloe
know,
ever
the photo
again.
portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I think we can kind of choose everything here.
Who cares? This class is hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and let you try to answer one more.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
Oh. Well, thanks for the warning, Max. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
Time to change time.
The winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the
First, let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard. I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
Okay, let me have control, please. There is a phone around here somewhere.
All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole.
I think there's a...
I
There we go.
should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet. Found you.
There we go. Cell phone.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
After Rich Lambert, Matt Jefferson is guilty, his dark room. Farmhouse, location, second in, just stop him.
You wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison.
Let's...
The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard?
Lots of weird stuff going on, I think, already.
It does.
Oh, sorry.
Victoria, it's nice to know how you really feel.
I don't think I've read that before. It's a little bit of a chink in Victoria's armour.
I'm happy to fix it, so you'll be here to get your fancy camera, Victoria.
Oh yeah, Victoria, right, okay. So, hang on. Let's tab out just to pause things. Yeah, let's get on an appropriate screen as well. So, there is that moment, I think, in episode... Maybe it's in episode 1, where you orchestrate it so Victoria gets covered in paint when a can falls off the roof. And you then have the option to be nice to her or nasty to her. And most of the times I've played this, I've been nice because I think Max isn't kind of vindictive enough to kind of be nasty to Victoria. And but if you are, the relationship between you two is much kind of rougher throughout the rest of the game, and Victoria's much more kind of suspicious of you, to the point when I think, unless maybe there's some dialogue option way of getting around it, but when you go to the party in episode 4 and try and warn her that Nathan is dangerous, she flat out refuses to believe you because you've been a bitch to her. And because she refuses to believe you, which you think would be the dangerous thing because she's kind of next on Nathan and Jefferson's hit list, but because she refuses to believe you, she doesn't get suspicious of Nathan and doesn't go to Jefferson, and so obviously Jefferson can't kidnap her. And so if you've been nasty to her throughout the rest of the game, when you get to the dark room, Victoria isn't there. Basically, you being nasty to her at the start of the game saves Victoria. Like it puts her out of harm's way because your one chance to kind of show that something's going wrong, she flat out refuses to believe you, which I thought was really interesting because it's kind of like a minor decision, and you think, oh, the paint thing won't solve much, it's just a personality thing. But if you follow that through, it actually affects, whatever happens in episode 1 affects what happens in episode 5, and yeah, quite significantly for Victoria as well, which is one of those brilliant examples of how this game kind of can really screw you over. Although this game doesn't do it as badly as I think Life is Strange 2 does. I will get along to Life is Strange 2 eventually, playing it on stream, but you kind of feel a bit railroaded in that game sometimes into making in the way that if you make a certain decision which you really, really believe is good and really, really believe won't kind of mess things up in the future, it is just about guaranteed to mess things up in the future. Whereas this kind of isn't like that. This kind of situation with Victoria seems like the biggest change in that regard. Like, it's the only big decision you make that can really, bugger things up for you later. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of quite interesting. I think these have changed as well in the future.
Oh, Rachel.
Oh no, maybe not.
I'm sorry.
Let's go and be nice to Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, good deed done. Okay, let's bust in on this conversation.
Mr. Jefferson? We need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now, do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
I think your reaction to Victoria also changes that
was
dialogue.
kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
Okay, so time has changed again. That still happened. That didn't for some reason. Ah, right, okay. I just noticed in that previous photo that Kate was there. Max is going on a trip.
Whoa! Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane.
I never really noticed the first time I played this that
I hope I did everything right this time.
there's that kind of weird hazy photography effects outside and further up the plane and stuff. And that is relevant.
Good work, David. Chloe. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I did it. I fixed everything. Wowzer.
I just want to go into the journal because I don't think I've ever have been. Oh, okay, no, it's the journal is the same. Should speak to Principal Wells. Okay. This is. Okay, so this is kind of written, it's continuing the journal, but it's kind of written in the current timeline, so where Max has managed to get Jefferson arrested, I think. Well, maybe not. It's not quite that far along, I suppose. SMSs, let's check those. Oh my god, 8 from Chloe. Chloe, please. What's Warren saying? Okay, so this has changed to reflect the fact that Max won the competition in this timeline. What's Mom saying? So proud. Kate. Okay, this is the full conversation with Jefferson, I presume. About Zord Jefferson. We've got T. Oh, that's after the David Madsen thing. This is after the last one, talking today in class. Going to the police. Okay, now this is still a bit of a mix of previous timelines, I think. That's okay. This is where it starts. This is where the official change in timeline starts. Squeaky mouse. Sorry. On the contest. What's Dana saying? What's Dad saying? Chloe? Lots of stuff. Hang on. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, Frank. Okay, so this is after Rachel's been discovered. Yeah, oh this okay, this is after things have changed a bit, so yo, Max, check this shit out. I had a little talk with Step Hero tonight. Since you bust Jefferson, he's a totally different person and has been very cool and apologised for his behaviour. So in this timeline, Madsen's not being a dick to Chloe as well. Help find Rachel and punish her killers. David obviously hella cares about my mum, probably me. Homework. Oh, is Chloe going to college as well? Yeah, Chloe's going to college. Wow, things did improve in this timeline. Okay, cool. Max is giving Chloe shit for emojis. Right, so.
We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too. It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance. Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
Why is Principal Wells watching a kid's cartoon?
The beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
How much of this is it? Oh, okay, we've got all of it. Two Moon Diner. Amid all the environmental chaos in Arcadia Bay, such as the unseasonal snowfall and beached whales, some residents reported seeing 2 full moons last night around 8 p.m. Witnesses claimed the double moons were clear in the night sky until clouds covered them up shortly after they appeared. No cell phone or video footage has surfaced yet, which has led local meteorologists to believe that imaginations are in overdrive due to the recent eco-havoc. Blackwell Security uncovers bunker and scandal. Acting on a series of tips from David Madsen, head of security at Blackwell Academy, police officers descended Tuesday on a bizarre underground chamber allegedly used by teacher Mark Jefferson and student Nathan Prescott to drug, kidnap and photograph young women. Although there were no other signs of physical or sexual assault on the victims, the disturbing revelations have sent shockwaves through the tranquil city of Arcadia Bay. Even Sean Prescott, the most powerful businessman in the area, is under investigation for his role as owner of the farmhouse where the high-tech darkroom studio was located. Okay. Come on, Wells, wake up. Can I knock something onto the floor?
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
There we go.
Please fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you.
We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco, with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
Speak.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there.
Now put your tray table up.
Oh, Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time.
So yeah, Max no longer in the dark room, but is going in San Francisco. Gallery time. Canapes. Let me at him. Max stalking around like a
San Francisco is so
like
cool.
a young deer.
And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
That's not how
This is
events
your
work,
day, Max.
Principal Wells.
You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many
Unless they
influential
bribe
people
you with
here as
food, it's
possible.
not a proper event.
Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
Right. Let me look around.
Wowzer, Max. You did it. Somehow. I
Oh my
went
God.
from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many realities in 1 week. Life is weird.
You said the wrong thing, Max. That's not the name of the game.
Wowzer. A Danny Lee article.
Left My Art in San Francisco by Daniel Lee. Yes, I was born on a BART train. Literally. It's a long, amazing story that I won't repeat here. Drinks are required for that one. Here's to Mom! That might explain my obsessive love for the Bay Area and its outpost of artists and dissidents. Dissidents. Can't say that word. Dissidents. Despite the rampant gentrification, artists and creators thrive regardless of socio-economic pressures, because that's what they do. Galleries such as the Zeitgeist and the Milkovich Fashion have engaged with a diverse community and practiced what some patrons only preach. Leaflets. So many leaflets.
I wonder how it is to live in a submarine like that.
Ooh.
It must be really claustrophobic.
Oh, I thought it was individuals rather than, you know, the military.
The revolution will not be televised.
Oh god, people not liking the modern way of things.
I love how much cool art is going on all over the Bay Area. Unlike Arcadia Bay.
Do you want to be a small fish in a big pond though, Max, or a big fish in a small
mysteries
pond?
should stay that way.
History of the Pacific Islands. Ancient burial and ceremonial sites.
Holy shit. This flyer was designed just for Chloe. I wonder if I'm ready for the mosh pit.
You are
But
not,
what
Max.
would I wear? How fun. Yes, Warren would definitely go ape over this show.
Oh, more stuff.
I wish I had time to go see those murals here. The Zeitgeist Gallery does have a cool history in Frisco. I mean, San Francisco.
Damn right you do, Max.
I need to drop some serious cash in there.
Talk is cheap, Max.
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Oh, thank you. Where am I?
There I am, along with all the other winners. I should say artists instead.
Cool. Do you reckon these are names of like developers and stuff? Can't speak to him.
It's great to read all these comments. Even the mean ones.
Man.
I
War
heard
man.
Mark Jefferson was supposed to be here tonight.
Not anymore.
That was so shocking. I have one of his monographs, too.
Hold on to it. His work is gonna be worth serious cash.
Sounds like Chloe's voice.
Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh shit. Pretentious alert.
Do I speak? Speak.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris N magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters in photography. I'll send you the details this week, if that's okay. Congratulations for your piece.
Thank you. Canapes?
I guess I have to get used to the idea of fancy food I don't want to eat.
You'll get used to it, Max. I certainly have.
Young and grunge. He'll think about those days for the rest of his life in prison. Good.
Champagne.
Champagne makes me think of me and Chloe getting busted with that wine.
I know it's kind of simple, but...
So, how are you handling your new fame as a photographer?
I don't feel like a famous photographer yet.
Every journey starts with the first step. I'm only a Blackwell bureaucrat, not an artist. But you've made us proud with the great response to your work so far.
It's surreal.
It's kind of surreal to be here after everything that happened at Blackwell.
All the more reason to celebrate your success.
Maybe I feel guilty for celebrating.
Leave that to me. I should have been more proactive about Kate Marsh and her awful situation. She's strong, and I'm glad she made it out of that hell. Should have put my foot down with Nathan Prescott. Or put my foot in his ass.
Mark Jefferson was good about hiding his tracks. We were all fooled by him.
Most of all, me. As you might know, I have a weakness for prestige. And Jefferson had such a great reputation. Nobody expected him to be so disturbed. I couldn't believe the police found those sick photos in his dark room. Ah, those poor girls.
At least he's in jail along with Nathan for kidnapping and murder.
And Sean Prescott is now under serious investigation for all his years of corruption. Money and power can only protect you for so long at Arcadia Bay. The irony is that for once, Sean Prescott actually had no clue what was going on with Jefferson, and he even brought him to Blackwell.
I kind of want to find out about the strange weather, to be honest.
Now if we can just figure out what's going on with the weather, maybe everything will be like it was before.
Environmental science is above my pay grade, Max, but it sure would be nice to get back to Blackwell Academy the way it was before.
I'm hoping this is a fresh start, Principal Wells.
Like I said before, you're an adult now, Max. You can call me Ray. Oh, at least for this event. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear the buffet calling me again.
Sorry, Max, I found the food more interesting than your company. I think there's a photo op down here, is there not?
Look at this print.
Take her own camera and photograph her with it. I stand in front. Oh, I can speak to her.
Aren't you from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in. They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning a lot.
Be with me here. I can share all this with you.
I do not understand art.
But I do understand free champagne. Man, speak, man.
Well, I have to say, this is the best everyday hero show I've seen since it began. All the pictures say a lot about our times. Bravo.
I really like this photo of two girls kissing.
How much would you pay for that?
Is that all you care about? The value.
That is different. Loving the retro vibes.
I always get so inspired whenever I come here.
That's Mrs. What's her name's voice. Okay, let's speak to her first.
Hey, I love your shot. I just wanted to say congratulations, and I hope you get a lot more attention.
Actually, no, that's the same voice actor as Chloe's mum, isn't it? Well, actually, and probably the same one as that teacher.
This makes me feel so sad. Like I was back in high school.
What about you?
Bad exposure, bad framing, bad picture. I could have done this so much better.
What are you talking about, fool?
God, I love art.
You should speak to the lady who has no idea about art.
I
Man,
wonder if I can buy these everyday heroes pictures.
just $6,000 for mine. I can't speak to you. Are you not generic character? Wasn't she dancing around in a bikini at the party in episode 4? I'm pretty sure. And she's probably been in some of the other shots as well. I mean, there's reusing assets and then there's having the exact same character somewhere. Actually, is this lady exactly the same as well? Has she got the same face? It's kind of similar. Oh, journalist.
Be cool, Max. Smile and don't say anything stupid.
Hi, excuse me, you're Max Caulfield, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry to bother you, but my name is Danny Lee, and I'm with the Berkeley People's Herald. I edit their art section.
Technically,
and
Max
I
bothered him.
totally dig your work. Now, I know the whole ironic selfie thing is kind of played out, but there's something timeless about your images. So I'd love to set up an appointment or interview with you when you get a chance. Here's my card. So great talking with you, Max.
You too, Danny.
It's a very one-sided conversation. Okay. Let's look at my own picture.
Hi, and there she is to save the day.
Hi. You did it, Max. You're a real artist. At least for today.
Here's where things start getting very weird.
Chloe! Hey, are you okay? We lost you there for a second.
Your nose.
I'm okay.
Your nose.
Jet lag. High altitude.
That voice doesn't suit that person. Sounds more like the fisherman or something from before.
Oh, you left the ringer off, idiot. Oh, come on. Please answer.
Max, holy shit, man, your vision. It's true. You saw the tornado. It's coming.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach. I'm
Chloe! Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit. Chloe will die. Arcadia Bay is gonna be destroyed. There has to be a way to stop this. For good.
Can I still speak to Wells in this little set piece? No. Okay, I know what to do. Oh, Max, run!
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
No fucking way. Chloe can't die again. I have to save her.
Excuse me, I'd love to ask you a few
Whoa,
questions about your
dude.
work.
Sorry, but
Oh, I'd forgotten it does this. Pain in the arse. There we go. If you take a while, people keep on interrupting you.
oh shit. Oh, my head. What is going on now?
Things very weird indeed.
It feels like reality is breaking apart. What am I doing to time?
See, I can't exit out of this little section, but
My previous timeline was so perfect. I'll accept that I need to be in Arcadia Bay, not San Francisco. I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco. Simple.
you're not thinking ahead, Max.
Sorry, San Francisco. Chloe comes first.
And everything starts going wrong again.
Fuck. God, no. I'm back here again? I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
I mean, both of these have the same impact, don't they?
Fuck you.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding.
Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem. Oh. I had to let Victoria Chase go.
You let her?
Don't be stupid, okay? She's exactly where she deserves to be.
No.
Oh, as if you care. Your iris, that dilation like a shutter. The pictures you're taking of me now. Too bad you pissed away your gift. You could have won the contest, but you destroyed your own beautiful photograph. What a waste. Sorry, I burned all your stuff. I got a little carried away.
Fuck. He burned my diary.
Always.
That's why I'm still here.
Especially since you've developed from nerd to hero within a week. There's something weird going on with you. Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside? Like I said, something weird. There's that fear. Oh, Max, it's an honor working with you on these final sessions. I hope these images will be appreciated for what they truly capture. The loss of youth. At least, that's the last lecture you'll ever have to hear from me.
One bit I don't get is how he expects to be able to commercialise these photos.
Please, don't do this.
For lots of
You
girls
don't
that
know what's happening.
mysteriously disappeared afterwards.
Quiet. Quiet, Max.
So, I think there's a bit of a quick-timey set PC type event here.
Don't do this.
I promise, this final dose won't hurt. What?
Ah, right, okay. So.
No, David, no!
Right, okay, so. Now we start fixing things. Come on, game. Speed up a bit.
And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Wait, hold on. Can I please ask you for one last request?
Oh, you got me, Max. How can I deny that face?
I think play some music.
Could you please at least play some music so I can drift away?
Even at the end, you're still a dreamer, Max. That's a nice trait.
Nice ironic song there, Jefferson.
Hold it!
What?
Okay, so that did kind of work.
Jefferson.
Come on, come on. Whoop.
And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Wait, hold on. Can I please ask you for one last request?
Oh, you got me, Max. How can I deny that face?
Let's go for turn off the... Oh, one last picture, maybe. Maybe
Would
that's...
you one last picture of me. I want to be your best subject.
I almost don't believe that, but I think you've finally learned from me.
That counts as a picture in the journal, apparently.
I promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
David, watch out!
Time to shut the fuck up, okay?
Ah, okay. Need to leave it a bit later.
Bad timing, Max. Too early.
Come on. Right mouse button, please. A little bit.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Get the camera next to you!
No gun. No balls.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me.
Ah, okay. That didn't work.
David Madsen. Going to stop me.
Sorted. Nice work, David.
Oh, Lord, Max. Are you okay? Are you alright? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You brought me here. Let's wrap up this son of a bitch first. He won't be going anywhere when he wakes up. Except you are going to prison forever. Or worse.
Mr. Jefferson, now it's your turn to be captured in a moment. Save Chloe. He burned everything, including all of my photos. Warren! Yes! I can use that picture he took of us. Shit! No signal. Thanks, Mr. Jefferson, but you won't need this anymore.
I'm taking your nice car. Okay, let's quickly... Then we can...
Max, I'm sorry you had to be here.
I better go outside and call Warren. Oh, please answer. Jefferson looks so pathetic now.
Let's do the good thing and speak to David.
David? Are you okay?
Look at this place. It feels like hell.
Jefferson was going to kill me. Like he did to Victoria Chase.
Yeah, remember what I was saying about Victoria earlier?
I always suspected that son of a bitch.
So you really can save her life by being nasty to her. That's not in context of this conversation.
I never did. Until too late.
You shouldn't have to suspect your teacher.
He wasn't a real teacher. He just wanted to lecture. It was part of his sick plans.
I wasn't surprised when you accused Nathan of drugging Kate Marsh. I thought so too. And Max, I treated Kate like shit. I know she's a good person, but I'm not. I hope I get to tell her that soon.
Yeah, me too. Let's keep it light.
I think that would make her very happy.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
That pervert was pulling all this shit right under my nose, too. I could have stopped him and Nathan if only... I wasn't so stupid.
No, I should have told Principal Wells Nathan had a gun and almost used it. I put the school in danger.
We all make decisions we regret. But I have to admit, I'm impressed by you. And Chloe. And your investigation. I had all the high-tech toys, well, you had each other.
Keep it together.
We are a great team.
That's one of my problems. I'm not good at teamwork. Never was. Even in the service.
I can't even imagine what you went through.
I'm not gonna make any excuses for my behavior. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great. I tried to be a good father, too, but when Joyce kicked me out, I had nothing.
Apologize.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't want that to happen.
I should never have set up those surveillance cams. Or kept all those files.
I'm going to tell Joyce I was wrong about you. She does love you. It's pretty obvious.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. Except Joyce. She gave me hope. A new life.
And you saved mine. Chloe, she would be proud of you.
I just want to see her safe with her mother. I promised Joyce I would go see a family counselor. I'll start by apologizing to Chloe. I don't expect her to call me Dad, but maybe she'll stop calling me step douche. So, where is Chloe?
I've done both of these decisions in the past, and I'm once again leaning towards hide the truth. I know what happens when you say tell the truth, and I think because you're sort of fanning around with the timeline, it doesn't really matter whether you tell the truth or not. Because obviously, at the moment in this timeline, Chloe's dead. But you're gonna change things anyway, so does it matter? And you kind of know David's a good guy by this stage, and he'd be distraught if you told him what actually happened. So I think it's better to kind of hide it and just sort of crack on with the story anyway, and change things before that happens. Plus, if you tell the truth, things go slightly differently in this room as well.
David, she was pretty stressed out, so she went to go medicate before I ended up in here. So she's okay.
Oh, thank God. For once I'm happy Chloe's a stoner.
David, I have to go outside and get some real air and use my phone.
Of course. Go on, Max. You're a brave soldier. I'm glad Chloe has a best friend like you. Go on now. You've seen enough of this room. Okay, teacher. Let's see what kind of photo evidence you shit all over this computer.
Jefferson will end up in jail. But Chloe is dead. Not for long.
Yeah. She won't be dead for long, so it makes no sense kind of like breaking David's heart.
Freedom. Holy shit. This storm is real. I need to find Warren. Yes! Warren, can you hear me? Never mind. Listen, do you have that photo you took last night in the parking lot?
Yeah, but why? It wasn't that great a shot.
Yes, it is, and I want it. Where are you?
I'm at the Two Whales Diner. much trapped in here with Joyce thanks to this Armageddon weather. I'm expecting the ocean to turn red.
I'm on my way.
Come on, that's crazy. You can barely walk on the sidewalk outside. Seriously, Max, stay wherever you are. I don't think the storm is getting smaller. I'm kind of scared.
That's okay. Me too. But it's not over yet, Warren. Just hold on.
Okay, I think after this little scene, it's just saved there. I think we'll stop it after this and do the rest another time. Plus, we've got some nice copyrighted music here.
I told you, I Trust Limbo have been warning you people for years that our culture of sin and entitlement would lead to God striking us down. And I'm the one trapped in this fucking radio station. Somebody get me the hell out of here now! Now, goddammit, how do I pay all those taxes?
You have one new message. Message received yesterday at 9 p.m.
Max, it's Nathan. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now. All this shit will be over soon. Watch out, Max. He wants to hurt you next. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. It's saved. So yeah, we'll stop here and continue with the rest of the episodes, where it gets even weirder, even stranger, you might say, in the next episode. By this point, it looks like the storm's already been through.
Warren is at the Two Wheels Diner, so hurry up.
Alright, right. Exit to main menu. Our screen just went weird again there. We've had a few graphical issues in the last episode, and it came back very briefly there for a second. But yeah, we're probably about halfway through episode 5 there. We'll do the rest at a later date. Well, I'm busy the next couple of days, so won't be streaming for another couple of days, probably until Friday now. But if you've been watching, thank you for doing so. Feel free to follow all that sort of stuff, and yeah, I will catch you again next time.